What's up guys, this is Kephas, and I just wanted to take a moment to say how much I appreciate every single person who watches my videos and supports this channel. I've had so much fun publishing videos every single weekday, and the feedback that I've gotten for it has been overwhelmingly positive. So I will continue to keep up this pace, releasing videos every Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. The channel will continue to be primarily World of Warcraft focused, but I have enjoyed devoting Thursday's slot to a different game, like Super Mario Odyssey. But as we reach the conclusion of Super Mario Odyssey over the next several weeks, I will be looking to replace it with a new game. And I would love to hear your feedback in what game you would like to see me play next. So feel free to let me know in the comments below. Thank you once again for your continued support. This channel would not be what it is without you. What's up guys, this is Kephas, and we are back leveling in World of Warcraft, and we are going to be doing Loch Modan next, because you guys voted and it was a tie between Westfall and Loch Modan, so we did Westfall and now we are doing Loch Modan. But right now we are in Dunmoreau, and we've been asked by a pilot to check on his friend, and it looks like we have found his friend here. He is looking like he's dead, so we're going to start the quest here, and I'm excited to do Loch Modan because I recently did the storyline in Loch Modan, and so right here we found this dwarf is dead. He says that some bear attacked him, and there is the bear. This is the bear that killed that guy. We got to kill the bear now. He's kind of a jerk. He keeps coming back for more, and he comes back one too many times. There we go. So we got that quest done. So yeah, Loch Modan's going to be really fun to do. It's probably one of the best zones to level in Old World, because you'll probably get a lot of experience really fast, because it's a fairly condensed zone, and there are a lot of really good quests to do that are pretty easy, and some that will give a lot of experience just by accepting them. So we'll get into that as we go through the zone. We are currently level 34. We will see where we end up by the end of Loch Modan, because I plan to do all of it, because like I said, it is probably one of the best zones in the game. Story-wise, it was pretty exciting. It started off with a really sad story here. This guy's lost his friend. It's kind of sad, and he's going to send us in deeper into Loch Modan to see if we can help out, and that's pretty cool. So, hang on a second. Do you have his nameplate? Yep. You know what? Let's turn off. Let me see. Is that friendly nameplates? No, that's enemy nameplates. We want those on. We want all nameplates. We want all nameplates on. Oh. Okay. You know what? It's fine. We'll just leave it alone. I'll fix it later. I don't know what that's doing. My nameplates are acting up weird. That's kind of strange, but it's fine. Okay, so we're going to head into Loch Modan here and see what's going on. Alright, so we've got the Mountaineers here, and they're having a problem with some gnolls, or it might be trogs. There's a lot. Okay, there's a lot of craziness that goes on in this zone in terms of just all the crap they have to deal with. So we're gonna go deal with these I believe it's trogs. It changes, so it's pretty cool actually. But it was a very interesting zone. I quite enjoyed it a lot. I realized how much experience you could get just by going through the story. And having a character, you know, level up there just because I'm there doing the story. And it was like, I think I started at like 19 and I ended at like 30. Like, I'm not kidding. It was crazy. So people who say that you don't get a lot of experience through leveling up and leveling through zones are pretty crazy, at least when it comes to early leveling. So we will see if that is the case here as well. We're already doing pretty darn good, I have to say, considering we started right at 34 and we are already at 22%. That's pretty crazy because we only did one quest. So we will see. So what we got to do here is we got to fight these trogs, collect their stone teeth, and then it's actually kind of repetitive because one guy is asking you to kill trogs, another guy is asking you to kill trogs and collect their stone teeth. So you kind of do both quests at the same time, which is, you know, convenient. It's fine. It's just kind of weird. So yeah. So, and you know, so I've done this zone, and this week, as yesterday actually, based on when this video is going to go up, I finally did the survival hunter macro. And you saw it there. It's pretty cool. It's not perfect. It's kind of hard to perfect a class that is so imperfect as it is. But it definitely makes the process of playing a survival hunter a lot easier. And having been using it throughout this leveling series, I can say that is definitely the case. So I've quite enjoyed leveling up a survival hunter. And I'm really excited to see what changes come for survival hunters in Battle for Azeroth. I have been checking out the beta here and there. I have a few things to say, and I will probably be posting at least my first video on the Battle for Azeroth soon, so you guys can check that out when it comes out. I'm not sure when I'm going to be uploading that one, but it should be within the next week or so, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what you guys think, and we can maybe have some discussions on all that kind of stuff. So it's pretty exciting. It's a good time to be in World of Warcraft, I have to say. There's so much to do right now. I've been having so much fun, still making, you know, tons of gold with the Order Hall for as long as I can, riding that wave until it ends. With Battle for Azeroth, hoping that we will get some new mission tables that offer gold at least. Not mission tables that force us to spend all of our time doing them, or, you know, force us to go through them to progress, but mission tables that can be a way to make some gold on the side. So hopefully that will be an option. We will have to wait and see. Hopefully they will give us what we want there, but you never know. It's Blizzard, so all right. So we're getting our teeth. I think we've killed all the guys we need. Now we just need to get a couple more teeth. Like I said, it's kind of weird. Oh, no, we do need to kill one more guy, but it's pretty straightforward. One of the things that's weird about this whole questing here is that it actually kind of sends you back and forth. Luckily, you don't have to go too far, but one of the things I've learned when I tell the story is, rather than being, you know, like, so we'll be doing this here. We kill these guys, we collect some stone teeth, and then we go back, and then we'll be coming back again to do more stuff with these trogs. What I usually do when I tell the story and I frame the story is I don't say, go kill them, and then also collect some stone teeth. I just say you come killing them and also collecting stone teeth, and then you continue on and deal with what's next, rather than saying, and then you go back and talk to the Mountaineers, and then you come back again. It just seems very strange. I kind of wish that the quests would have you do all of it at once. Personal opinion, though. Like, I just feel like it would make more sense a lot of the times that, you know, when you come do this, you know, rather than giving you 2 quests, you go turn those in, you get 2 more quests to come back to pretty much the same spot, that you could just do them all at once to kind of speed things up a little bit. That's just my personal opinion, though, especially when it comes to the story of it. It's like, if you're going to send someone into deal with a certain group or like a certain area, so like a Trog camp or whatever, you would think that you would send them there to deal with all of them. Unless, I don't know, maybe you can say, well, they want you to prove yourself first. And I guess that's what we're doing here, is we are proving ourselves. So by collecting the teeth and, you know, killing them and collecting those teeth, it's us proving ourselves to the Mountaineers that we can be effective against fighting these Trogs. So that's what we're essentially doing right now, I suppose. So maybe if it will let me actually there. Okay, lagging a little bit, game. That's cool. All right, I don't know what the game's doing right now, but it's fine. So we turned those in. We turned in the teeth, and now, like I said, we're going to go back. We're going to go fight some more Trogs again, and then we're going to be dealing with their leader. One of the things that I've found about the story in this is it's not necessarily bad. It's Warcraft. It's war. That's you know, so obviously it always involves fighting, and I think, like, so a lot of times what you'll do is you'll fight a group, especially early on in the game. You'll fight some pest group, you know, Murlocs, Trogs, Gnolls, Kobolds, something like that, and then you'll fight a big bad among those. So you'll have a boss. That's kind of the idea. So each area you fight a different tribe of whatever you're fighting, and usually they have some leader that you have to go take out, and that seems to be the case for pretty much all the quests. It's a little bit repetitive, but at the same time, you know, a couple things there. It makes sense. It's pretty standard. You're going to have to do stuff like that. You're going to, you know, I mean, if you're in war, you're going to go take out their leader. It makes perfect sense. And also, most people aren't, you know, doing every single zone. So they're you know, so the story formula is pretty much the same, but at the same time, it is different in a lot of ways too. So, like, while, like, I like to think that, you know, there is one hero from each race, and they're doing this all at the same time. So while the dwarves are here in Loch Modan dealing with, you know, the various threats in Loch Modan, the humans are fighting with the thieves and, you know, the reformation of the Defias Brotherhood and all that kind of stuff, and the, you know, the poverty-stricken, you know, homeless people. And so it's a very, very different story, even though a lot of times you'll be doing a lot of the same stuff. So this actually feels a lot more like Elwyn Forest than, you know, Westfall. Westfall was a very unique experience, and you can usually tell if you ever wonder why certain characters get noticed where other characters don't. A lot of that has to do with their story. So far, in terms of leveling up and doing the stories in zones, I've found that Tirisfal was probably one of the best, certainly one of the best starting zones, probably one of the best story zones that I've done so far. And I'm really looking forward to seeing more of that and seeing if there can be any zones that dethrone that. But the Tirisfal story was particularly good because the undead are a very unique race because of their origin, how you come to be as an undead character, and how the other undead come to be as well, and how different undead deal with being undead, and then moving on into like more of the story with them, and specifically through one character named Lillian Voss, who is kind of the focus in that zone, in a lot of the zone, and seeing her story and dealing with her. And I think that's very interesting. I think that a lot of times what you can do is you can have a character really help to push the story along, and it really goes a long way because you can relate to that character. So another example of that is in Westfall with Vanessa Van Cleef, and her story is kind of the focus, how she comes to become the new leader of the TheKephas, and how all that goes about. It is somewhat predictable, the story there. It's a little bit more predictable than, say, the story in Tirisfal. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad. It's just that, if you've watched any crime show ever, you probably know what's going on. So my fiance, who loves crime shows like Criminal Minds, which she's watching the crap out of right now, she liked it enough that, but she was able to predict what was going to happen in it because, it's, like I said, it's pretty obvious if you like, mysteries, very basic, but that doesn't necessarily, again, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad. It's actually pretty well, I think it's pretty well told. It's a little bit silly in parts, like the fact that she's a shadow. Why is she a shadow all the time? Like, but, why can't you see her? Why does she just happen to be a shadow when no one else is? It's a little bit weird there, but, you just kind of suspend your disbelief and all that, and it's fine. But, like, this zone in particular, there isn't a lot that happens that is, of super... I mean, there's a couple little things which we'll get into as we go through this, but overall, it's not super... I don't know if... I wouldn't say it's very memorable to me. In terms of it being a cool zone... did we need to kill him? Yeah, we do, actually. In terms of it being a cool zone, I actually like Lochmodan a lot. It's great for leveling, but in terms of a story, I didn't really particularly find it super... memorable. It did have its interesting moments, as I think most of them will, but I think it's definitely weaker in terms of story, because it's like right now we're just dealing with trogs. It was kind of the same in Dun Moreau. You're fighting different groups, and that's essentially what's going on here. It's a little bit weird because there's this very interesting political climate for the dwarves right now, and you would think that we would focus more on that with them, whereas it really doesn't come into play that much. There's a little bit here and there, but you do deal with some dark iron dwarves, but for the most part, it's pretty more focused on the little bits of the mini, I guess as I like to call them, the Azerothian pests. They could make a faction of just the pests. And that's essentially what you're dealing with most of the time. So let me go ahead and kill these guys, and we'll get back to town, and we'll move on the story. If you enjoyed this video, let me know by hitting that like button. And feel free to share it with your friends so they can enjoy it as well. You can also subscribe to the channel and follow me on Twitter at TheKephas to be notified as soon as new videos are posted. Thanks for watching, have a wonderful day, this is Kephas, until next time.